Hi there, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics, and I've got some razors to test. So first up is this Rutherford, and it's a stub tail. I've made the scales from buffalo, and I've given it a aluminium wedge, and I've done my new style pinning, which is sterling silver. This end is 2.5 millimeters sterling silver, and this end is 1.8 millimeters sterling silver, to try and give that effect of the large dome and the smaller dome. But what I've done with this one is I've given it a mirror, which basically everything I do now will have a mirror, whether it's period correct or not. So I've given it a mirror finish because I've kind of leveled up again with my technique. And show the B side. And show the grind. Hardly lost any steel off this at all to get this one into shape. And there's a few pits. Probably see up there, there's a pit. So it's got a little bit of pitting. I have to remind myself actually. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of pitting here and there, but very little. And it's had a full Nagora progression on the Maruka, or a Maruka. So we'll see what we can do with it. So I've got this Wade & Butcher mirror finished, and this one I did last time on the Sound Rock. I've redone it on the Sound Rock, so we'll see what that does. So also I've got this Joseph Rogers, and this one I redid a full Nagora progression on the Maruka. I think we just need to sort of get to good steel on this one, so we'll see how that is. It's got sterling silver lined wedge, which is quite nice. So I'll give you another look at that if it shows. Okay, so I got the Musco again. I'm back on this stuff. We're using quite a bit, and of course it's the daddy of all brushes, the Plisson 28mm. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's not bad. Feels like maybe it is getting better. I mean, I can see under the scope at the bevel set it's quite toothy, and hopefully it's getting less and less the more sort of like the further up the razor I go, taking more steel away. We'll see, but I mean it felt okay. It didn't feel bad. So next up is Wade & Butcher, and this is done on the Sound Rock. This time I did a lot less work with this one on the Sound Rock, because it is hollow, so let's see. Yes. I suppose it's quite nice. Definitely a full hollow. 100% a full hollow. So I don't know, it's just like, I suppose I've got to class that as good. It just feels like a full hollow. feeling the more I shave with it, the nicer it's going to be, because I had a shower quite a while ago. Yeah, it's actually really delicate. Yeah, that's nice. So I would like to shave with that, but got to get onto the Rutherford and see what that does. Let's see what this does. And it's quite awkward to hold this one because you can't get your finger on the tang properly. Yeah, it's nice. I think, you know, if I would have just had a shower, I'd benefit from these a lot more, but that's nice. Original scales on this Rutherford, they're in pretty good nick, and they're actually in neat sweat oil, and all I did was I used that that loophole in the law which says you can make your own scales as long as you keep the old scales. So if ever anyone's ever concerned about history or preserving history, we could just put the old scales back on. They're right there. I'll clean them up and I'll just sort of store them, keep them with this razor, and then, as I say, if ever the museum comes knocking, complaining, I'll just say, look, the real scales are there. They're pretty good, but you know, because I did the that Roberts and that Edwards in new fresh black buffalo with nice pinning. I just wanted to copy that really. And I've been doing a lot of razors. I've done quite a few. I've done about 5 rag razors. Well, I say about 5. I've done 5. I've got 4 down there, but you know, I can't shave with everything at once. And today, I was in the workshop this morning, and what I'm working on is it's the rag razor where there's mother of pearl, carved mother of pearl with 2 parts missing. So what I'm doing is I've replaced the missing parts, and I'm keeping them together with 9-carat gold. The thing with this one is that the wedge, it's got a wedge which is made of brass or some kind of gold alloy, and I can't even get to the edge of that sidey. Yeah, because the wedge is brass and I can't change the wedge because it's got its own shape to it, it's kind of flowered. I mean, I could, but I won't. So so therefore the fixings have to be brass. I can't have too much contrast with silver and gold. So it's got to be one or the other really. So as I was saying, so it had to be brass, the fixings all had to be brass, but brass was a bit of a pain to work with, and I thought, you know what, let's just go with 9-carat gold. So I bought all the pins and some plates, and that's what I've been doing this morning. I'm not convinced that it's amazing, but we'll see. Until it's finished, it's like halfway there. So we'll see how that goes, but it's a special razor with special scales, so let's throw some gold at it, eh? One thing I will say is that I definitely prefer working with gold and silver to brass and steel. It's more cooperative. Obviously it looks nicer, it lasts as well. But on top of that, I mean, I've been doing too much to talk about really, but the thing I'm most interested in at the moment is working on a razor, which is a Asher, a T Asher, which stands for Theodore. I've got a spot here. Lump. Yeah, I've got a T Asher, and they are rare. So I spent a bit of time just like looking at it, deciding, or trying to decide, do I actually restore it or leave it be? And I've started restoring it. And I couldn't be happier. But that one will have its own video. I'm also working on a Wade and Butcher, and it's a big one as well. It's 27mm. I think that's not 9/8, but it's over 8/8. 8/8 is 25 point something. Might be 25.3mm. But either way, it's large, and it's one of the faux frame backs. And I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making on it. So I just got to come up with something special for the scales and the wedge. You know, I could just do it as it was, like for like, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna customise it. So exactly what I do or how I do it, I'm not sure yet. But I was thinking, kind of like this black and sterling silver wedge, but I think I need to do that for the Asher. So, or I might dig up some special scale material and so I don't know what I'm doing really, but what a pleasant razor this is. And I forgot to show you guys as well, there's primitive jimping, if you can see underneath. And just like modern jimping, it's in the wrong place. It should be up here where you hold it, not down there, but either way it's got jimping. Surprise, surprise, it's the Santa Maria Novella. Got to give it a shake. You've got to give it a shake next to your ear. standard procedure. But edit that sound effect. Oh man, just the smell of this stuff. It doesn't matter what it does, it's just the smell of it. Really good. Oh yeah, I have as well, for such a special occasion, I've got some Royal Oud from Creed. And if you've never smelt this, I suggest getting a sample. It's going to sting like mad if this hits me. No. Got me on the chin. It's a little feisty, but it's not stinging. But yeah, it's great stuff. And I'm just happy I've got this now. The Royal Oud. I'll show you a few razors before I sign off. First up, we've got a Paragon, and this is in carved mother of pearl. Hopefully that's showing nicely. Beautiful razor, beautiful scales. Honed up, I bet it shaves really well. This is it's got a nice weight to it. It's a nice wedge. And it's got some nice etching. This one is Napoleon. We see. Finally we've got this one, which is a Paragon. And this has got etching as well. And this is a beauty, this one. I really do like this, and it's a half hollow. I'd love to find out how this one shaves. Wonderful. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.